Hi friends! As part of this week's activities, there was a question of the day that asked, what can you make out of tree logs? We also have a read aloud about the three little pigs, and in this story, they built houses out of all kinds of different materials. There was a pig who used straw to build their house, and then the second pig had the idea to use logs. This gave me some inspiration for an activity to do with you that can also double as a snack. For this activity, we are going to make our own log houses. Now, what do you think we could use that we can eat that would look like a tree log? Miss Ashley is going to use some pretzels. These pretzels look just like a tree log to me. Can you think of any other foods that maybe you could use that would look like a tree log to build a house? Now, in order to put our log house together, we need something that we can eat that is also kind of sticky. What could we use to stick our tree logs together? What ideas do you have? Miss Ashley is going to go ahead and use some peanut butter. Now, if you can't have peanut butter, then another alternative is sun butter. It tastes almost exactly the same. So, to build our house, we're going to stick some peanut butter on our pretzel and build it up with more pretzels. Now, I tried doing this a little bit earlier, just using the pretzels, and kind of fell apart a little bit. The peanut butter wasn't enough to keep it completely stuck together without being super duper duper messy. So I used one more material that I can eat to make my house a little sturdier. I used some graham crackers. This helped to give my logs a support and to keep them from falling down. Are you ready to get started with your very own house? All right, let's go. So to start, I took some of my graham crackers. They start out as what shape? They look like a rectangle, but we want them to be squares for our house. So in order to make them squares, I took them and I broke them in half. Each graham cracker rectangle gives us how many squares? 1, 2, 2 squares. How many squares will we need to make a house? How many walls are there on our house? We're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 graham crackers to build the walls of our house. Once you have all 4 squares ready to go, you're going to put your sticky substance on the side of the graham cracker. Once you have your sticky substance, which mine is the peanut butter, you're going to stick your logs onto the graham cracker. So I've got my butter knife ready. I'm going to get some of my peanut butter and spread it here on my graham cracker. You want a nice coating of it to make sure that your logs will actually stick. If you don't have enough, they may fall off. So I've got a nice layer of peanut butter on my cracker. And I'm going to take about 6 logs and put them on my wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my 6 logs on my wall. You're going to repeat this for all 4 of your graham crackers to make 4 log walls. I already went ahead and made some of mine in advance. So now I'm going to show you what to do to stick the walls together to start building your house. So to do this, you're going to take your wall. Got my other walls ready. You're going to take your wall, and on the side here, the side of your logs and your graham cracker, you're going to put some peanut butter or whatever sticky substance you happen to be using. Maybe you're using icing, lots of different options. So I'm going to stick that on the side of my graham cracker and pretzel rods. And then I'm going to take my other wall and I'm going to stick it right where that peanut butter is. So it'll look like an L. And then you can put it down on your plate. If you want to put a little peanut butter on the bottom to help it stick to the plate, that could be a little helpful. So, with just your two pieces together, it should look like this. The logs go on the outside of the house. So you're going to do that with all 4 of your walls. So you have your 2 in an L, and you're just going to keep adding them to make a box. So there's my peanut butter on the side, some peanut butter on this side, and I'm going to put a little on the bottom of my other L that I made. I have 2 L's that I made. I'm going to put a little peanut butter on the bottom to help it stick to my plate so it doesn't fall down. And then I'm going to put those together. So once you have all 4 walls put together, it should look something like this. It looks like a box. But I don't have a what on my house? I don't have a roof. So to do the roof, you can do the same thing. If you want just a flat roof, you can make 1 more wall for a total of 5, and that can go right on top. You could make 2 more walls to make them sit at an angle. Or if you don't want a roof, you can just leave it topless. That's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and just add my 1 roof tile to the top. So again, I'm going to add some peanut butter to the edges. Lots of gooey peanut butter. And just stick it right on. I'm going to wipe my fingers because this gets a little messy with all that sticky peanut butter. So now my house is all put together. I have my 4 walls, my roof on top. So now you can go ahead and decorate it with any other kinds of foods that you have at home. Maybe you want to make some windows out of cereal or a doorway out of raisins. There's all kinds of things that you can use. Just whatever you happen to have sitting at home. I have some of this blueberry cereal that I'm going to take and I'm going to make a door out of it. So I'm just going to use my peanut butter again for my sticky substance. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back, just a dot, and start building my door. I'm going to stick it on my house right here. So I'm going to use 1, 2, maybe we'll go with 3 pieces of cereal and see how that looks for a door. I actually decided to only use 2 pieces of cereal for my door. So there's my cereal. You could add windows next to it. You could add windows on the side of the house. Whatever you want to do. It's your house and I cannot wait to see them. I want to mention as a note that you don't have to necessarily use the pretzel rods if you don't want to make this house. Maybe you're having a hard time getting them to stick, or maybe you just don't have any pretzel rods. So you could also just make a house out of graham crackers. So instead of putting the pretzel rods on it, just stick the peanut butter to the edges and build your house that way. So you'll just have regular walls without the logs. And then you can decorate it the same way however you want to. I hope you enjoy this activity and have lots of fun making it. Please send me pictures because I really want to see them too. Have a good day, my friends. Bye.